won Super Bowl 59.
Dude, it gave me goosebumps watching it.
Rivian pulled up to the stadium with the snow tires on, the tinted windows. Many men came on, and it was just a murder.
This guy wins. Look at his record. Look at his stats. Thank God he's a Philadelphia Eagle.
You can mark this down. I think the Eagles are hosting the NFC Championship game.
I don't care how it looks at this point, as long as it's a win.
Vaughn came up with it.
Well, Bond.
Yeah, Vaughn, that guy's playing at an all-pro level.
I mean, you could have heard that from a mile, dude. That stadium was loud.
Lock in, Bruce. It's another Speaking Birds. What is up, my Bruce? My bird Bruce. We are back. It's another Speaking Birds. We are here with the boys. John and Clayton, what's up, fellas?
How we doing? Glad to be back.
What's up?
Ooh,
Good
yeah.
to be here.
Oh man, great to have you guys back. Yeah, let's start with this. Dodgers won the World Series, and you know, as Phillies fans, you know, you hate the Dodgers, but I get swept up in you know, I got to admit, I was rooting for the Dodgers. There's two reasons why. Obviously, I'm in Los Angeles, so I like to see people happy. All right, so you know, unless it's an egregious take, you know, I usually root for the local team. And two, you know, I didn't want to see Canada have the trophy of America's pastime. Those are my reasonings. And I was in the belly of the beast. Went down to there's a place. So Echo Park is a neighborhood in Los Angeles, so that's kind of like the Dodgers Wrigleyville. If you had to make a comparison, but there's a place called the Douglas. Now, so I wasn't gonna go out. I'm not really that. Like I wouldn't have gone out. A buddy texted me, said he's gonna be there. I thought, you know what, why not? Let me go down there and meet him. So, you know, I put a couple road sodas in the book bag, and we went down there, and yeah, we're on the sidewalk. So basically, so to paint the picture, we're like outside the bar. There's a window, so we're on the sidewalk, and I knew that's how it was gonna be. You're not gonna get into a bar in this situation. It's Game 7, you know, it's a whole thing. But I gotta say, from the minute we got there, first of all, the cops they're like, get off the sidewalk. It was bizarre, man. It was definitely bizarre because, like, you know, Philly, as we know, like, cops would be celebrating this thing. They'd be watching as well. It seemed bizarre. Okay, so we're watching, like, you know, obviously we know the game ends. Like, the ninth inning was crazy. There's a tying run. There's insane. The bar. And I'll say the Douglas shuts off the TVs in the ninth inning. Or I think it was the 10th, maybe. Like, as things were heating up, they shut off the TVs. Yeah, I guess it was the 10th. And, like, it was insane. I guess they hit capacity and to shut off TVs in a Game 7. And again, you're like, they're like the bar. Like, if you go to a Dodgers game, like, chances are you pass through the Douglas either before or after. Shutting off the TV. So me and Gracie and my buddy, we walked up to a street, got it on our phone. We put the phone on a trash bin, and like people started gathering around. It was crazy. I don't know, to shut the game off in the 10th inning of a Game 7. And I get, maybe they say, hey, like, the fire company shows up and they're like, you know, you guys are at capacity, we're gonna find you, you're gonna get whatever. Just stall. I mean, it was like 30 minutes, you know. I mean, it was nuts. But then yeah, afterwards I was like, we got to get home because I'm not dealing with all that. But and even on the walk back, like, man, I don't know, the cops just seemed weird. My buddy, shout out Phil, he stayed out. I was like, I gotta go. And he got tear gassed, and he was like, I wasn't even doing anything. I was just he was like, I was just watching, like, people watching. Like, I don't know, man. It was a crazy, not crazy experience. Like, nobody was starting any problems. No, like, everyone was just trying to enjoy sports. And it seemed like, I don't know, it seemed like there were things going on. But, man, negative Douglas experience. That's crazy. But yeah, that was my experience with the Game 7.
Would have caused a riot in Philly, man. You shut it off right there at that time.
Well,
they're
that's
not
what
leaving.
I think
They're
too,
fucking
yeah.
burning your joint down, dude.
That's what I mean, and like nobody was causing a problem. Yeah, it was weird. And like I thought about like Philly or like even like Chicago. It's like
Yeah, you would cause a riot. If you
Dude,
think about fourth quarter in the Super Bowl, you shut off the TVs.
City would have been burnt to the
Crazy.
ground.
Yeah, it was a different energy, like a weird energy. But that was Game 7. That was Game 7 of the World Series in a nutshell, for my eyes. Um, Birds, how you guys feel? We picked up Jair Alexander.
I like the pickup. He's a kind of savvy veteran, but I don't know what he came from the was it the Ravens? I don't know why they weren't
yeah.
using him. He was like a healthy scratch, so I don't know if they weren't liking what he was seeing, but I mean he's been a starter
Yeah, Pro Bowler.
obviously in Green Bay, so I don't know. I like the move. It wasn't for much. I think it was just like maybe a 6th or 7th round pick or something like that.
Yeah, I
Can't
think
Yeah,
remember
we got
exact.
yeah, I think we
Yeah, go
got
ahead.
their 7th, and we gave them a 26 6th, and we got
So
Jair.
you know, low risk, high reward type move. Same with the Michael Carter too.
yeah. Howie's kind of finessing he's doing the Howie moves, right? It's like you're not giving up much, but you're gaining a maybe, like a depth piece. Like, will it work out? And like, with the Carter, we gave up Mechie, but he was kind of on the outs. I mean,
Yeah, I mean
you got
he kind of got most of his roles diminished on special teams there once they started using Gibson.
yeah.
So again, kind of a low risk, high reward type situation. I know the one thing about Carter is he really wanted to be here, is what they were saying. So
What
I like
I don't
that.
know if these reports are correct, but I think he gave up his like 5 million
Yeah,
guarantee.
Mm.
Um, yeah, it's savvy moves. It's savvy moves up to this point, which are still question marks. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I like them. They're savvy, but I just I still don't think we have like an answer, right?
I think if there's really going to be one, it's probably going to be Jair Alexander for the
Mm.
outside, because I don't think they really wanted to move Cooper to the outside for some reason. And I think before they pulled the trigger on Alexander, they were probably going to move Coop to the outside and let that Carter play the slot. But now that they got Alexander, I just don't see it. So I don't know. Maybe Clayton test it
Yeah,
out.
I mean, I think he has a chance. I think with Alexander coming in here, like now you have a chance to possibly, it's not going to be last year. Like we're not going to have the two quality uh corners on the outside. So can Alexander be better than what we were getting with Adoree and Keeley? I mean, Keeley again, not high powered offense. Although the rookie can sling it, but he just doesn't have any weapons. New York there, so I mean that's why I think partly why Keeley looks so good, and they just
I
didn't
don't feel
really
like they
target
threw
him.
at him a lot either. Yeah,
Yeah, they didn't.
exactly.
They just didn't even target him. So that's like a wash. People were saying Keeley looked better. I'm just like, really, did he? Because I don't know that he did. I don't know that he showed me anything Sunday that makes me think that he'll be the answer there. So it's still up in the air, and I think it's a good depth move. I think he could possibly, come in and stabilize the outside, and that way we could keep Coop in the slot because he's, he's more impactful, as Vic would say, from the slot than he would be on the outside. And not saying that he would be bad on the outside. It's just that slot you can be more impactful in the run game than you can like an outside corner. Like basically, once the ball snapped, your back's most likely turned and you're running with a guy. In the slot there, he can impact the game. He can come up and make hits. He can come off the edge, which he does, very well. So I think that's what they want to do with him. They would ideally like to keep him there, but then you have that Carter as like a hedge bet there. So like if none of these guys on the outside work and you're just getting beat like a drum, because we're getting ready to go against some of the better teams in the NFC here coming up. If you're getting beat like a drum on the outside, you're gonna have to move Coop out there to stop the bleeding. Like that's just how it's gonna play out. You
For
can't
sure.
have a hole like that on the outside that these quality quarterbacks can just beat up and target over and over and over and over. So if you
But
have to do that, you got Carter that can potentially come in. He has played, quality reps, and he's one thing I will say about him. His coverage, it's up and down, but this motherfucker can play the run. he's like a Coop in there playing the run. So your run defense is not gonna, take a hit like it would if you put a different kind of corner in there. Like if you put Mac McWilliams in there over Coop and you slid Coop outside. Like Mac McWilliams, very doubtful he's gonna give you run support like, you're gonna get from Carter or from Coop. So these are good depth moves. There are some like, you know, 3D chess moves going here that could play out. Who knows? I'm just curious how Alexander's going to look because, like what John was saying, he was like an All-Pro with Green Bay. He goes to the Ravens and he's been a healthy scratch all season. So maybe he fell off a
Right.
cliff,
Not
or
only
maybe
that,
he just wasn't fitting there. That could be it too.
yeah. Or if you get obviously Quinion Mitchell traveling, now he's really, I mean, Alexander on the Green Bay was like their number one corner,
Hmm.
and he was taking the number one wide receiver. I mean, so basically over here, if you get Mitchell traveling, obviously you're going to get Alexander on there, a two. So
Yeah, an easier assignment for him.
gives you some
So
confidence there.
yeah.
Let me ask you boys this though, in terms of like the defense and like you talked about Coop could be moved out. That's not a permanent move. Like he would still be in certain packages and he'd be the nickel versus outside. Then we have obviously Campbell, coming off the edge, and that could have been just like a depth move, but Vic doesn't like to move guys around. So like, what do you think about all these like, different packages and guys moving around and just, like, what's your take? Like, do you like that? Do you not want that? I feel like you probably don't want that, for a defense, right?
Yeah, I mean, especially for Coop. Coop's super versatile. I think he can kind of play anywhere there. But yeah, whatever Vic, I trust Vic with whatever he really wants to do. And I don't really see him moving too many guys around, to be honest. But I think that the options
It's kind of
there.
getting to it's like a musical chairs thing. I don't know, with those two positions, it seems like at this point, I mean, I think it'll solidify.
I with the corner, I know moving guys in and out. He's trying to find somebody that he can trust out there.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
yeah, I
So,
agree. Yeah.
and then they keep getting hurt, so you got to go with the next
Yeah.
one. You know what I mean? And it's like,
Yeah.
well, and they're all, I don't know much about Jacorian Bennett. I haven't really watched much tape on him, but
Right.
the other two guys seem like bums.
Yeah. Well, I know Clayton, you had expressed like, and this is a talk of the town, like Campbell losing reps, you're kind of stunting development. Is that a big deal short term?
In the short term, maybe not. But I mean, long term is what we're looking for because I mean, if we're
Maybe, yeah,
being
that's what I
real,
meant. Yeah. Long term, yeah.
Dean is probably not going to be here, man. I mean, I don't see a world where he fits here. I mean, and that's a shame because I think he's a really good player, but I think
Love
Campbell's
Dean.
ceiling is super high, man. This guy is just an athletic freak. He's a damn good football player. I mean, you want him on the field as much as possible, but in the same sense, like it's been an improvement in the run defense the second Dean came back. So I understand why he kind of lost his job and is kind of being, moved around. But yeah, man, I don't love it, but I get it. I think yes, this is. I mean, if we're being real, this will stunt his growth. He's not going to get the quality reps that he would if he was a full time starter. And it is what it is. I mean, I'm not happy about it, but I get it. I definitely get it.
Right.
Vic even made reference to it. He was asked straight up, and he made reference to it. He was like, yeah, it's not going to be great for his development, but it is what it is right now.
Yeah.
And he's not terrible coming off the edge. Like I've seen some people saying he's terrible. He's not terrible coming off the edge, but he's not one of our better edge rushers either in the same sense. So he's kind of like a guy without a role, and I think moving forward we'll see Vic get a little more creative with him.
I
Okay.
think
He
he's just a
really
little small on the edge because he's
yeah.
young.
Puts on some muscle, he'll be fine. Like, and that's the thing, like this kid's such an athletic freak. Like, if they really wanted to devote him to like try to make him a Parsons type of guy, like Parsons was an off-ball backer, and then his second year they put him on the the edge, and he became a freak. I'm not saying that this kid is that or will be that. I'm just saying he has the tools that he could be. I mean, the ceiling's there.
Is
I
there a
don't know.
path to that? Because that's been the comparison, even on draft day, when they drafted him, how he made that comparison as well. I mean, do you see that in the future for this guy, or is it just not on the table?
I think I think it's shit or get off the pot time right now. And like right
Mm,
now in this bye week, um, we need to decide. And this is like this sucks because you're deciding what this kid's future is right now. If he's going to be an edge, you need to dedicate him to being an edge right now. If that's what you guys want from him moving forward, then he needs to stop fucking around as a off-ball linebacker and focus on becoming an edge. Start learning moves, Start, going into the edge room instead of going into the off-ball backer room. Like
okay.
he needs to start that development now if that's what they're looking to do with him long term. If they're not, and this is just like whatever, then like I said, it's a stunt. Like he's gonna hurt him moving forward. Like he's gonna be learning other shit than what his job's gonna be next year if Dean's not here. Probably when Dean is not here. So it's just one of those things. Like I don't know what they want to do with him. When they drafted him, I didn't know what the hell they wanted to do with him. Like half these talking heads were saying that this guy is going to be an edge, that he went to Alabama to be an edge, and then they just threw him into the off-ball backer because they had injuries and shit, and they had a need, and this kid showed proficiency, so they
Yeah.
threw him off ball. But he was throughout his high school career, and he was recruited as an edge. So that's what he was doing, but then that all changed. So now that he gets to the pros, are they just going to switch it again? Like no, you're back to edge now. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what the hell they were thinking. Like I said, half the talking heads are saying this guy's an edge. The other half are like, no, dude, this guy's going to be an excellent off-ball backer. And then here we are now with Dean back, and it's just like we're right back to square one. What's this kid going to be? What position is he going to be moving forward? The rest of his career.
But it's a good problem to have because he's
For
a great
sure.
football player. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
like this guy. I think this guy will excel wherever you put him. Yeah, it's just deciding where
Well, he's got to
and
be on the
when.
field.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Yes. Well, I mean, you bring. Hey, I love BG, but yeah, I mean, like BG's taking snaps.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, and you get
and then
Nolan
you have
Smith
Nolan.
back.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
Nolan Smith back. So it's like this guy. If you are keeping him on the edge, he's going to see even more of a reduced role on
100%.
edge.
And I did see we opened up 2 roster spots. Epps and Ojolari both to IR.
Yep.
Bring Miles Garrett in. make, a,
Oh,
make
I
a
would.
spot
I
I,
for.
think they're good. I think they are going to make a trade for an edge. I really do.
You
I
think
was.
so? Yeah, I was gonna ask. Yeah. What
I'll
do you
tell you
think?
what. Them losing, or the Bengals losing today, man. Like that helps us because these guys still think they're in it, so they're kind of dragging their feet on getting rid of Trey Henderson's, which is dumb for them. If they can move him at the deadline, they should. He's not in their long-term plans. Like he's not going to be there next year. He's on a 1-year deal, and he's going to walk. Like you might as well get some kind of compensation back for him. And you guys are not going anywhere. Like you may make the playoffs, but even if you do, you're not going anywhere. You're not doing shit. Flacco is a great story. He will melt in the playoffs, guaranteed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's talk trades because there's been a lot made, and I said Garrett jokingly, but there were reports earlier in the week that the Eagles had some interest. I mean, like, is it late October? There's Miles Garrett rumors. I mean, so the Eagles were reported to want to give up 3 first rounds for Miles Garrett, 3 first rounders. At first, I'm thinking to myself, no way, 3 first rounders. Like, there's no way you do that, right? It's crazy. It's so much. He's 30, whatever. Then I start to thinking about it, and I sent this to the chat, and I want to get your guys' opinion live now that I have you cornered. I'm starting to think that these first round picks that I covet so much aren't that valuable in the sense that they're going to be late first rounders. I mean, like if you predict these, obviously we're going to hopefully always be in the playoffs, and they're going to be late. So you kind of trade them away. And then I start to think like, okay, well, we've hit on all of our draft picks, like our first rounders, second rounders. You have Coop, you have Carter, you have Davis. All these guys need paid. Is it beneficial to not have a first round pick in the sense that we don't have to pay that first round money? And, we have picks to move up and maneuver in the second round. I mean, like, does it make sense to just offload some of those and like really put your chips all in on a dynasty right now, right here, right now, to get a guy like Garrett? And Hendrickson's not going to cost 3 first rounds. But if you can move those, I don't know. I'm like talking myself in, and I know, John, you hate this, but I think we move AJ in the offseason for a second, so we can use that to maneuver. We could even go back into the first. Am I crazy? Are you guys hearing what I'm saying?
I'm hearing what you're saying. At this point, I'm tired of hearing about it. So either get it done or just get over it. But I
No,
was
just
kind of
in the terms of like what like in like with the first round pick thing, because
yeah,
I think
yeah.
I think I overvalued him in my head at first. I'm like, whoa, no way. But like,
Well,
I don't know.
you kind of have to overvalue them, in my opinion, because we have hit on the past few years in the first round very well. It's not like the old days where we're the Marcus Smiths and stuff like that. We've been hitting quality
But you got to
picks.
pay
Yeah.
these first round picks now. Like that's the thing, is like, if you miss on a first round pick, then they're kind of like off the books. But like we have to pay all these guys now. Like Cooper is gonna get like first round money. Like he's a second round pick, but he's gonna get first round money in that contract. So like, I mean, I don't know.
The one thing
It's a
that
good.
does, I was saying this in the chat the other day, is like when you give away all these, because you have to pay these guys on defense. So basically, the Eagles are well paid on offense at this point, and because eventually you're going to have to pay these guys on defense, now you're giving up the 3 first rounds, and you're essentially losing the cheap money that you're going to have to put onto the offense. When you draft a guy in the first round, that's the only thing that scares me. But as far as when they get, if they get Myles Garrett, it's, I mean, it's going to be over for the NFL. We're going to be a straight dynasty for sure.
And let's preface this by saying, like, there was a report out there, but I don't think the Browns are moving off of Garrett. I mean, I would say 0.05%. Now watch Monday when I'm shocked that it happens, but like, I don't think they're doing it. This is all a hypothetical in terms of like dealing first round picks.
Right.
But yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Obviously,
in a
Trey Hendrickson, if they go that way, he probably garners a first rounder or something close to that. And then, the
Let's
other
do
couple
it.
guys, the other couple guys they were looking at, Jalen Phillips, that would probably be a mid round. Bradley Chubb mid round, and then Jermaine Johnson was the same from the Jets, so
there.
it depends which route you want to go. But if Garrett's available, I say let's just get it done. You know what I mean? And deal with it. I'm in.
100%. I mean, if it's for Garrett, I'd give up 4. Like that's how what I would do to get it done. That's how crazy I am for it. Yeah, I don't care.
That's
He's
in poverty
the
territory,
finishing.
though. I mean,
He's the finishing piece. But having said that, I don't want to go around throwing out first round picks willy nilly to just for anybody.
I don't
mean, if you
either.
think
I don't
about
either. Yeah.
if you think about it, would you trade Nolan Smith, Quinyon Mitchell, and Campbell for
No.
Myles Garrett? Because that's your last
No.
3 first round picks, late first round picks.
Well,
yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, we've hit on them so consistently recently. I mean,
But
eventually that streak could,
For sure.
end, especially with the late first rounders that we're potentially going to have here. So you
well,
don't
yeah.
get a guy as valuable.
Let's keep in mind we will need a first round offensive line
Yep.
lineman soon. So, with that being said, however, I do think, and John, again, I don't think you like this take, but I think AJ Brown gets moved for a second in the offseason, which we can use to move up and get our guy in the first round. So I'm not worried about missing an immediate first round pick. But I see what you're saying. I don't know.
Yeah, because eventually these contracts are going to run out on offense. Guys are either going to leave or get re-signed. So the big money's going to be on defense when they got to sign all these guys. So if you move a bunch of picks, you eventually lose guys that you can have cheap on payroll for the offense when that does happen.
Very true. Very true. Man, I don't know. It'll be crazy. Tuesday will be the deadline. I think what is it, like 5 p.m. Eastern time? Is that what it is? I don't know. I could see maybe a splash defensive lineman. Not a splash. I'm sorry. Like Garrett would be a splash. I think probably Chubb, Johnson.
I know they like
maybe
Phillips a
something like
lot.
that.
Yeah,
Vic
Phillips-
liked Phillips a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just say Vic has been on record and that he likes Phillips. So if he had preference, obviously he would want Garrett. I mean, that's a no-brainer. And Hendrickson, but these lower level guys,
I
that
feel
could
like we
still
have
come
this
in and be
conversation.
impactful.
I think
It's
we have
every-
3
I feel
third
like-
round picks. If you can get one of them for a third rounder, it's a no-brainer.
We've had
Yeah.
the same conversation a year ago at this same exact spot. but they're not moving off of Crosby. But do you, if given like a good package, do they? They said they won't, but
They
you
should.
know how that works.
Yeah, they definitely should. I mean, I'm in on Crosby too. If it was one or
Me
the
too.
other, I'd be down. So, but if they also said they're not, the Browns also came out and said they're not moving off Garrett. He's going to be a Brown. So,
Yeah.
that was the latest tweet I seen. But
Yeah. So
I mean, for
think
three
it was-
first rounders, you don't get rid of a guy. That's fucking crazy, dude. You're an idiot. So
Yeah, but my thing too is like they know they're not doing any, like even with those picks, they're gonna whiff them and like I mean
exactly. Yep.
at least they have like a generational player that they can like put up on a pedestal
Yeah,
and
sell
get
jerseys with.
fans
Sell
in the
jerseys.
stadium. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
right. Like they know
Otherwise,
they're
they
not
have
doing
nothing.
anything. Yeah. Man, Clayton, you mentioned this earlier in the podcast, like the 3-game stretch that we're about to go on after this bye. It's nice. Hope everyone's relaxing. But then you got to get back to work here. We're going to Lambeau with Green Bay, and then we have the Detroit Lions come into the link, and then we're going to Dallas. I mean, that's a tough 3-game. Yeah, that's a tough 3-game stretch. One which I would almost liken to last year. Remember that Baltimore stretch? And I couldn't remember. I did a podcast the other day. Was it Baltimore? Remember that 3-game stretch where we're about to find out who this team is? And it was Baltimore, and I can't remember the teams.
The Steelers were in there.
Yes.
Who the hell was the other one?
Yeah. I love how I said I couldn't figure it out, then I could have looked it up within the 48 hours I had. But no, we're gonna find out who this team is. Lambeau Lions.
I know I don't know what the final score was, but the Lions were losing in the
Yeah, they
fourth
lost.
quarter there. Yep, and then I know Green Bay was getting beat by was
Panthers.
it Cincinnati Panthers. Did they
Panthers.
lose that or no?
Yeah, they lost it.
So
Yeah, but Lions are gonna bring it because it's gonna be their Super Bowl, like the matchup they thought they were deserved. And look, we didn't lose the game. We kept our end of the bargain. We were there. I mean, I don't know why they're so salty about it. I mean, we were waiting for you guys. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. It was the Rams, Ravens, and then you had the Panthers.
Then the Steelers.
Yeah. I mean, it was a tough stretch. I mean, yeah, we were definitely sitting here on mic talking about, who this team is going to be and big matchups, but I think it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, I can't wait.
yeah,
I can't wait for
gonna
next
be
Monday.
their identity. That's what we were going through. Their
Yeah,
identity.
yeah. I mean, like that's a great word. That's a great word, John. Identity. Do you think do we have an identity yet?
Yeah, it's just winners because we can beat you at any fucking aspect of football. We beat you
Yeah.
in the special teams. We can beat you running now. We've beat you throwing the ball. We can beat you on defense. So there really is no identity other than us just being a winning football franchise. That's my
Ooh.
opinion.
Ooh, I love it. Hey, That might be on the next year's intro right there. Let me
Yeah.
mark this down. I love that. Yeah, I don't know. Identity wise, yeah, I think it kind of reminds me, and I don't get on Facebook much, but Clayton, I saw you comment on something
Oh
about
shit.
Hurts MVP. No, no,
All
it's not
drunk
bad.
commenting.
Oh yeah,
no,
for
no,
sure.
no. It wasn't bad. It popped up my feed because like we all follow the Eagles pages and stuff. Like it's all over, and I see a comment. I think the identity is Hurts is just a great football player. He and like the comment was, like he'll never get respect for league MVP, and I think he said
Yep.
something along the
Oh
lines of
my
like,
god, I know what it is. If
yeah,
he
yeah, yeah,
Hurts could go out and
yeah,
throw 30 touchdowns and one interception the rest
yeah.
of the way, 4,000 yards, and they still won't give him the MVP. They will still give it to somebody else. The only MVP the league is ever going to give this guy is Super Bowl because they can't deny it, and he's going to get more of
Yep.
those before it's over.
Exactly. And I loved that because like yeah, you can't deny the Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, this sort of favoritism, popularity vote, you can have that. Yeah. He'll take the Super Bowl MVPs. I loved seeing that. That fired me up a little bit. I like that. I like that. Cuz yeah, you can't deny that. You
It's because
can't
they just
deny
want a
that.
guy that throws for 300 yards a game. It's like the same shit over and over fucking
Yeah,
again.
it's wild. And then they don't even look at winning percentage. It's like, oh, he can throw 300 yards. It's like, dude, that shit's played out in this day and age, in my opinion, man. We were considered a loser franchise for so long, and now that we got a taste of winning, I don't give a fuck what it looks like anymore, dude.
Hey.
All I care about is winning football games week in and week out. I don't care if we win by 1 point or we blow you out. I don't care anymore. I don't
Yep.
care. Like I just want to win. I just want to get to the playoffs. I just want another Super Bowl, dude. That's all I want. I
Hey.
don't care if my quarterback's throwing fucking 5,000 yards and 800 touchdowns in a season. You guys can keep that shit. Give me win
Like,
percent.
dude, last game he threw for 179 yards and threw 4 touchdowns. Like, what
Yeah.
more do you want?
They want him to throw for 300 and 4
Yeah.
touchdowns. It's like, get the
The
fuck out of here.
the intro, John's quote, I don't care how it looks, just win. Are we at that point of the season right now, man? Just
Yeah.
win. Let's do it. I'm
I'm
with
done
you.
with the
I'm with you.
identity weird shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to be a running offense or this and that. It's like, dude, we're beating you in every facet
Well,
of football.
I'll push
You
I'll
know?
push back a little. I mean, you gotta have. I mean, we do have an identity. I mean, I'm not saying you have to overplay it, but I mean, look, we have an identity. It's winning. It's
Honestly, our identity is efficiency and taking care of the football, and that starts with QB1. That's our
yes,
identity. We take care of the football. We don't make the mistakes. You guys make the mistakes, and we beat you.
yep,
I mean, and that was like one of the things that one of the new catchphrases Hertz and head coach had Sirianni coming in. Master the things that take no talent. That's fucking critical, and that's smart to have that mindset. The stuff that takes no talent, you want to be flawless at. That's fundamentals. Like being, streaking down the field, for a 100-yard touchdown pass. That takes talent, but that's not going to always be there, dude. The fundamentals, the stuff that doesn't take talent, mastering that. And that's what this team
yes,
does. That's why it's so efficient. That's why it doesn't turn the ball over. That's why we win the turnover battle every fucking week.
yeah,
It's drilled into these guys, and it starts with QB1. Like that's like his obsession, dude. Taking care of the football is more important to him, maybe than even winning. Who knows? I doubt it, but it's close. It's up there because they coincide. You take care of the football, we win football games. Period.
Ooh,
We don't turn
I
it
agree.
over, we win.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. You're you're speaking gospel right now, Clayton. Speaking of Nick Sirianni, did you guys like that nod? The Blackhawks hockey player Nick Foligno dressed up as Nick Sirianni for Halloween. He kind of looks like Nick Sirianni, and his wife was a Lombardi Trophy. There's a good photo op. Sirianni,
Oh,
he's out trick or treating. He throws on the jersey. I like that.
nice, nice.
He's a cool guy like that. Like he saw the nod, like and he's gonna be like, yeah, I'll throw on the jersey. I don't know. I love Nick. He'd be a great guy to get a beer with,
Oh,
or
for
just like
sure.
chill, like get some wings. Oh man, like, he's a cool dude. I know he doesn't bring, he's not a McVay. He doesn't, he's not, some scheme genius, but he
Mhm.
is the greatest guy, I think.
He's the type
Yeah.
of guy, like, if he wasn't the Eagles coach, but he was an Eagles fan, you would have so much fun at an Eagles game with that dude. He would be fucking
Yep.
screaming, fucking drunk,
Yep.
eating hot dogs. Like, I think he'd be a blast. Like, that's the type of
Yeah.
guy he is. I love it. I'm
I
with you. I
agree.
love it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's cool, dude. Man. What do we expect moving forward with this team? Like I blinked. I feel like I blinked and we're like midway through the season.
Yo,
I'm like,
yeah.
whoa, what? Like we have to. We're gearing up. I mean, last year we had the early bye, which thank God because it was a week 5 bye. We were 2-2. We were figuring things out, and we went on
Spiraling.
that. Yes, but there was a shaved head. All right, I won't say much. I won't say.
A head
I won't
shaving,
say.
it did occur.
I won't say much more, but there was a shaved head in the building. All right, there was a crisis. There were crises happening. So now that we look at this season, and I'm not. It's its own season, but we have to go on a run. This like the run has to happen, right? Like, what do we expect? I expect. I expect to lose like 2 more games, maybe. I think. I started with the negative, but I think the positive is like I think we're winning like 6-2 playoffs, win the division. Is it too early to call that?
No, this
I-
division's pretty weak. Good.
Yeah, yep. I would really like to win this division just because it hasn't been done in 20 years, the back to
Mhm.
back. So that's one thing I kind of strive for.
I love that.
But yeah, I mean, if you go and you look at the other teams, like Dallas's defense is awful.
Mm.
The Redskins just can't put it together. I know Daniels was hurt.
And he
Uh,
stays like he's been banged up all
yeah,
year.
yeah.
So I don't know that he's going to get healthy.
And the Giants just, who were starting, I thought to look pretty good. That injury to,
Scatabo there, yeah.
yeah,
That
kind of
injury.
pulled the sail out of their wind, I think, or the wind out of their sail. Sorry. So yeah, I think that's a good call. Probably win the division.
I like it. Yeah, the old injury. I don't know. That's a shame. That might be a career ender, to be honest with you.
I think he'll bounce back from that.
That's pretty gruesome, dude.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it was.
ugly.
I mean, that's like an Alex Smith type. Like, I don't even know. Prayers for him. Anywho, oh, you had something to say, Clean?
Well, I was going to say, I mean, he had to get emergency surgery like right there in Philly. So it was fucking super bad.
Yeah. Well, I hope he bounces back. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, like the Kevin Garnett stuff, and I shouldn't even go down this route, but like like Kevin Garnett, how he used to always block the like and you almost think it's like
the stoppage.
Mhm.
and they like with like the sports science stuff, they're like, oh, he could have extended his career. Like I'm almost thinking like, and please correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm out of line here, let me know. With like the backflips, you almost think like I wouldn't be doing that if I was an athlete. I don't know. It's like it's extended like I don't know. Maybe I'm out of line.
What I missed the backflip. Was it Scatabo did it, or was it
Yeah,
Jackson Dart?
Scatabo.
Yeah, I
Did a
mean he ain't
couple.
gonna be doing it now, that's for sure after
Yeah.
this injury. But
Well, you
as
said
much
it,
as
not
I
me.
hate the Giants, I really like the way Cam Scatabo played. Man, he's just gonna try to run three, and you don't see that so much anymore.
Yeah.
I kind of like that hard nosed football. So
Man, your guy, AJ Brown. Let's just talk about it. It sucks. I know we have to talk about it. It's annoying. It's like part of the job you don't like. Is he good? What do you think?
I think he's getting there. I don't know if he like the trolling can stop, but I think he's starting to get the positive mental back. At least that's what it seems. I know he did like an interview or something somewhere, and he was talking about it. So I'd like to think it's over, but you never know with these divas.
I like AJ Brown. I know a lot of the time. Cut to my rant last week. Which I said I would address on the podcast on the last pod. Man, I spiraled, okay, and I wanted him gone, and it was one of those like there's this millionaire. He's like a famous I forget who it is. He has a quote. His quote is, it's about efficiency. Like when you know when you know something is gonna go away, you just do it right away. And they were like, "How are you so efficient?" And that was his like take. Like, well, I'm efficient because like I see things, I know how they're gonna go, and I don't waste time. I don't waste time figuring it out. I do it. And so that was my mentality with the AJ Brown thing of like, I don't think it's gonna work out. So you just kind of do it, but at the same rate, I realize how much of a pivotal like part of this offense and this organization that he is. And without him, this season anyway, our chances of winning the Super Bowl, I think they probably cut by like 70%. And I get that. But I don't know, I think at some point in the offseason, give Howie time to work up a solution, and if he's really unhappy, then you just have to do it. You have to let the man be happy, the player be happy, and we gotta amicably just separate. And it sucks because I think he is the greatest receiver, at least in my lifetime, that I've seen on the Eagles. I mean, you could argue T.O. I mean, Deshaun Jackson had crazy games and stuff, but I truly do think that he's got the hardware, and he's definitely put on. I'm not taking that from him, but I don't know. Sorry, I just went on a bit of a tangent, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said it right there. It's like if you're truly unhappy, then let's make the move and let's get it done and get it over with and deal with it. That's where I'm at. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of the stupid tweets. It's annoying.
You don't like talking about it every day?
No, it's fucking mind numbing, dude. Like every day I wake up, I gotta hear more about it. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Joe Giglio, just talking about it. Yeah,
like to me, he just has so much mental health issues. You know what I mean? Like he needs mental help. You know what I mean? And that's what it all stems from. That he's even admitted it. Obviously the suicide thing he talked about, and then
right.
just in this recent interview, he went on and said, he has a lot of, I think it was like trust issues or something with it. I missed most of the interview, but it was like mental health shit. So I just couldn't watch it. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear about it anymore.
No, I completely understand that. I'm right there with you guys. I mean, I'm so sick and tired of hearing about it. I just want AJ to be happy, and I hope that it's here. He says it, but who the hell knows? I mean, every time he's asked, he says, "Yes, this is home. I'm happy here." He seems like the teammates, in the locker room all love this guy. Like they put a fucking C on his chest, man. That's not something to, scoff at. Like that's serious. They elected this guy a leader. And everybody talks, highly of him in that locker room. Even the beat reporters, that have to fucking report this, all say they like talking with AJ and they really like AJ. Like he's a really good dude, but he does this weird shit. Where I land at it, as far as the trade stuff or not, obviously, I don't think they're going to move him at the trade deadline here. Howie has came out and said it. There was reports that multiple teams were calling, and Howie has basically slammed the door shut. Even with a ridiculous offer. I think the only way, even in next season, the only way he can keep doing the shit that he's doing right now, like he can keep the cryptic tweets up and all that, the only way this team moves him is if he walks into Howie or Jeff's office and says,
yes,
I need you guys to move me. That's the only way this guy is leaving Philadelphia. They are not, they will tolerate every ounce of what is happening here and then some, because that's how important he is.
Or unless Jalen walks into the office.
That's a different story. Like that would be a curious one. And I don't know that Jalen would do that. I think Jalen would just fucking deal with it. Like just put his head down.
Cool. He's so
just say,
cool.
"Fuck
It's
it,
like
man."
he's not about that. This is his business, and he's running it, and he's doing it well, and he doesn't care. I truly believe that.
Yeah. So honestly, that's where I'm at with it. I know a lot of like, especially WIP is just fueling this fucking trade AJ, get AJ
Yeah.
off the team. Like, I'm not there at all. I've voiced it before, and I'll always be, very vocal about. I hate locker room stuff being put out into the world. Keep that shit in house. Don't go with your fucking cryptic tweets or crybaby bullshit. Don't go anonymously leaking stuff outside the locker room about inside the locker room stuff. I hate all that. Having said that, I fucking love AJ, and I do not want this guy going anywhere. Even though he does everything that I hate, this guy needs to be an Eagle. We are fucking way better with him here than with him gone.
For me,
That's
I
just the
agree.
reality of it.
This year, for me, I agree with everything he said, but I in my own take, I would preface it with this year.
Hmm.
If you can get a comparable guy that's happy, and look, I keep saying the word like unhappy, happy, but and you almost got to feel bad for him. It's like, why do we keep talking about you? It's like, why is this always like it's a story, it's a thing, but but he brings it on himself.
Mhm.
Like he does like he knows he's not dumb.
He's not getting picked
So
on here. Like, this isn't the media picking on AJ. There were times in the past where I thought the media kind of did pick on him, like when he wasn't talking. And that one's, span there of like 3 games, he wasn't talking. He was always pissed off. But I
right,
mean, the media made up their own, because if you don't talk, they'll make up their own story. If you don't tell them something, they'll just take something and run with it. It's what the fuck they
right,
do. It's what they're paid to do.
of
Um,
course.
but yeah, man. I mean, I just I don't know. Even
Well,
even if he continues the
yeah,
crybaby shit, like, I don't know. Like, I would rather have him here. Like, he would have to force his way out, honestly, for me to start to turn on him.
When he does this crybaby shit, dude, I can't watch any Eagles media anymore because
'Cause
that's
that's
all
all
they
they talk
fucking
about.
talk about, and I can't. So I lose interest. You know what I mean? Like, because
Mhm.
I can't listen to fucking anybody talk because that's the first thing they talk about. So I'm already clicking off the show. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
all
and
right,
then they circle
look. I
around
had to
to it
bring it up. I
too.
had to bring it up. I had to bring. We're part of the problem. I had to ask. I had to ask. It's my job. It's my duty. I had to bring it up. It's what we do. I don't know. I agree though. It's annoying. Sorry.
And he knows it's annoying. He
yeah,
knows. He's
which
not getting
makes it
picked
even
on
more
this
fucking
time.
annoying
Yeah.
for me because now it's a fucking joke.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I love AJ.
I just want him to be
And
happy,
I-
man. Hopefully this fucking time off, hopefully he got the fuck away from the
Yeah.
team, got away from, football, just somewhere where he could just, fucking relax and unwind and,
I'm hoping
Take
he
your daughter
didn't.
trick or
Honestly, I need
treating.
I need him in that I need him in that rehab room on that hamstring. I hope he didn't go anywhere. We
yeah,
need
I'm
that
curious,
hamstring to be good.
He should pick up
how
fishing,
serious that
dude.
is.
Dude, I was gonna ask you, man.
Get him in there. Get
You
him
reel
out
out
there.
some
Relax a little bit in
crazy
nature.
fish, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. For
Nice
for the
little
listeners that
hobby.
don't know, for the listeners that don't know, man, you're listening to like an all pro
Not all that,
fisherman.
but
Is that what they call you?
yeah, I've been doing it for a long time. After I quit paintball the first time, picked it back up. So it's nice.
Man, you reel out some beauties, man. They're
I
nice.
try. That one I caught the other day, that thing fought so damn hard, dude. My shoulder was sore.
I just run in and grab the thing. I'm not fighting with it. I just grab it. All right. Let's wrap this thing up, boys. Anything else?
Yeah, before we move off, I just want to say that it was super refreshing to see the Eagles run the ball as well as they did.
Yeah.
I feel like Stout did a good job uh, handling that. I saw like a lot of pulling pins
Mhm.
that he was running. It was
Which
nice
we
to
weren't
see. I
doing
don't know
all
if they,
year.
yeah. So, and again, we were running out of the jumbo package and doing some pulling pins with Fred Johnson. I saw one with
Which is
Goddard, so
huge.
that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Them deciding to bring Fred Johnson out there is is what revived the run game and is what is gonna propel it forward. Having him out there as an extra tight end, essentially, uh, on the edge there, I wonder if they'll ever incorporate anything like down on the goal line to throw to him. Like have him break off and go
Ooh.
out. Nice little wrinkle
Mm.
there. But I just love Fred Johnson, dude. I was so happy when they got him back. Like he's an underrated lineman.
Yep.
I think
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
we were super lucky to get him back. If God forbid, either one of our tackles went down, like I'm not panicking
Nope.
with Fred out there.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
And the
Oh, yeah.
one last thing I
Yeah.
wanted to
Yes,
say
sir.
was it's nice to see what we had in Tank Bigsby because that guy can run the ball.
Yeah, you
I
had
know that's
brought up,
not
and,
your
and I
boy,
and I
Alex.
saw that. Hey, I like Tank. Look,
Listen,
look. I
Pump the brakes.
pump the brakes on that. All right, my sample size of him as a returner, I didn't like. We didn't get many reps as him from him as a runner, which I
yeah,
like what I see.
it's safe to say
Dude, come
probably
on.
AJ Dillon's on the
I'm not
block here. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not crazy here. He's terrible at returning kicks, fielding kicks.
Yeah, he was a liability back there. Not gonna-
So like, yeah, I'm not crazy. Come on, guys. Quick
nice we
shout
found a
out.
role for him.
I think he's I
He's
think we found a role.
RB2. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
great.
think it's he's like a could he be like your boy Gainwell? Gainwell was solid, dude. He was great.
For sure.
I don't know what he's like in the pass
Shifty.
game, Tank Bigsby, but I think as far as in the run game, he's a little bit more shiftier than Gainwell, in my opinion. A little bit bigger too. So
I love it. Man, I wanted to give a quick shout out. This is gonna be weird. Everyone's gonna be like, "Why?" Shout out to Rube, dude. For no particular reason, I was just listening to a podcast and I was like, "Man, this guy is an absolute treasure." No, but like he blocked me on every Twitter account I've
Yep.
ever had. And I know why he blocked me. It's another story for another time. But dude, this guy, man, with the Michael Carter signing, he's like, "Oh man, we had a Michael Carter back in like I don't even in the 90s." He's like, so and he knew his shot put record, and he talked to like Michael Carter about his shot put, and he's got all these stories, and like, man, that guy's like a true gem of just he knows not. He's got stats. He's got like this knowledge of I don't know. I just wanted to shout out Rube for some reason because like if you're not listening to Rube and you're an Eagles fan, you should because you'll learn something every time you listen to him. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to piggyback off of that. And it's funny because you bring him up because I just listened to something with him. He had
Yeah.
brought up during the podcast about Travis how he thought Travis Fulgham was going to be the next TO, and he wrote an article about it. And he roasted
I remember
himself,
that.
and he's like, "I had to take that off the I took it off the
Yeah,
website." a
that's
few
where he
days
blocked
later.
me.
Yeah, he blocked you for that. I remember you
Yeah.
I remember you in that chat. I remember you.
I
hate
fucking
that, yeah.
commented this didn't age well. Imagine comparing TO to Travis fucking Fulgham, and he went off on me and blocked me, dude. That was the article, dude.
All right. He
I was like,
blocked
oh
me.
my fucking god.
But no,
I'll share my story.
kidding me?
I'll share my story. He blocked me. It was the night Carter got drafted. Jalen Carter got drafted, and he asked him about his like ongoing thing, and I went off on Rube. I was like, "How would you like just let the kid have his night? Like, can we not just like give?" And like, so I went after him for that. But no, he's seriously like, man, he's a true gem.
yeah,
Yeah,
I got
He's
one
a-
other
man.
he's a Philly
Right.
Eagles legend. Like when that guy retires or whatever, he's throughout my time like reading stuff like Rube's observations after every game,
Yep.
always, dude. And then his Rube's like stat observations and stuff, they're
Love
awesome,
those.
man. Those are the best. I love them always. So when he goes, dude, that'll be a huge hole to fill.
There's,
in
it's
Philly
just
media.
it won't be filled though. It'll just be
No, it'll stay vacant
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah,
You'll
there's
never
no
have
Rube.
another Rube.
I got one.
Yeah.
I got one shout out just from the last game, and it's going to go to Jahan Dobson for just staying ready, man. Taking that ball away from that defender, man. I'm happy that he's out there, and doesn't get thrown to a whole lot, but you stay ready. You're out there just doing cardio, and you finally get one, and it was a sick catch. So that's my shout.
That was. I'll give a shout
That's
out.
a good shout out. Yeah.
Brett Toth, he played a fucking great game. I know
Okay.
everybody was talking about it coming in. Like, should we even have him on the field? Like, should we just have Dickerson, slide over? And
Hey, I feel
Trump.
attacked. I feel attacked here.
No. I was there too. Like,
I'm
that was one of
joking.
those things. I was like, Jesus, dude, I don't know what the fuck the right answer is here. I'm just gonna default to Stout. Like, what do we do? Like, and Stout had him ready to go, man. He looked good. Like, he didn't just look
Yeah.
like, serviceable. The man looked good. He had a great game. Best game as a pro, and we needed him. And he was big time in the run game too. So,
I
and
think
he
best
held
game
up
for
well in
Stout
pass
too this year.
for sure.
Shout out.
Yeah, the line looked great. And that's a tough front. I know they don't play that well or haven't been playing that well or up to their, pedigree, I guess, or whatever, but that's a
Yeah.
tough defensive front, man.
I'll say this
Yeah.
too, man. Abdul Carter was giving Lane Johnson
Lane
some
Johnson.
fits, dude.
Oh my
Yeah, he was
God.
giving him that work, dude.
Dude, that some of those inside moves he had on Lane was
They were
like
quick.
fucking on skates. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit. This guy's gonna be a problem moving forward.
Yeah. We shall see.
And I
Man,
guess
Mahomes just got the work.
another positive before we roll here. I'm just happy to see the offense taking, positive evolutions forward here. We're seeing, under center, play action under center, some of
Yeah.
the route concepts are a little bit better, I feel. There's still some of those long developing fuckers, but not as much. So I feel like our boy KP is starting to
Yeah, getting rhythm.
starting
Well,
to settle in here.
I was just gonna say we haven't talked about KP, so that's a good thing. You don't want to be you don't want to be
Exactly.
talked about. You don't want to be talked about. It's
Yep.
yeah.
So
I think
Yeah.
he's getting into a groove, so we'll see.
we'll see. This is a big time game coming up. I mean, Green Bay, their 2 losses were horrible teams that they lost to, like the Panthers and the Browns. Like, what the hell is happening? You guys are supposed to be elite. Like, that's all I heard coming into the season was Green Bay was going to be the class of the NFC. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. So they're going to be coming in. They're going to be ready to play, coming off a bad loss. I just hope Nick and the boys have our guys ready to go, and we have a plan set up for them. I said it before. I said it in the group chat to you guys. Like, I'm not sold on Green Bay. I think they're a
I'm
good
not
team.
sold on the Lions either.
Yeah, same. I'm not sold on the Lions either. I'm not sold on
Neither-
any team in the NFC right now. There is no
Neither-
world beater in the NFC. Go ahead.
Neither regime has won a Super Bowl, so there's no reason to be sold on anyone. I mean, defending champs, like, kind of disrespected that we're not, number one. I mean, I get it, like, looking at teams, but like, why would I be sold on you? Why would I be sold on the Lions? You choked. Why would I be sold on Green Bay? You choked.
I mean,
Win
when
a
I was
Super
watching
Bowl.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm saying win a Super Bowl, then we can talk.
Yeah. When I was watching the Lions today, they were heavily penalized. So I know that hurt them pretty bad.
And man, their guys drop left and right. Some of them come back, but like I feel like every time I watch a Lions game, like 4 of them are hurt at least. Wild.
Yeah. All right, boys. Let's hop out of here.
Yeah,
Any
we're
last thoughts?
one last thing. We're taking donations to get Clayton a mic. So if you want to donate, no, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm
we're
just
good.
kidding.
We're good now.
We're-
Finally got it working.
We're gonna postmate you one. Man,
Put it on
yeah,
the show
love
card,
it. Put it, yeah. Let's,
company card.
Yeah, the
We'll write
company
it off.
card. Yeah. I'll send you one if you need one. Let me know. I ain't worried about it. We'll send you one. Your contributions cannot be measured in a mic. Say that. All right, boys. It's been a pleasure.
Yep.
Enjoy the weekend.
Go Birds.
Anyway, boys, go Birds.
Go.